Hi, and welcome to part 5 of Why We Do What We Do When We Date, a series where I talk about common dating concerns or struggles that I hear about in session with my clients. This week, we're going to talk about regulating before a date. So if you are someone who finds themselves getting really activated or dysregulated before a first date, this is a good episode to help you learn why that's happening and what you can do to combat it. A few things you can do to prep yourself emotionally. First, check in with yourself about what your goal is, or maybe your intention is for this date. By setting an intention, you're basically telling yourself that there is one common goal for you to move towards, which can help to give your body one thing to focus on instead of that anxiety, that fear of abandonment, that attachment, etc. One of my favorites is always to check in with how I feel about this person, not to make them choose me. Next, regulating your body can help to regulate your emotions. Doing a breathing exercise or a grounding exercise or anything that you know helps to physically regulate your body is a good idea before a date. For me, that almost always looks like deep breathing and hot tea to help feel like I'm really spending time with myself before the date in a way that is warm and caretaking. Next, lower your expectations of yourself and of the date. Of course, we all want our first dates to go really well, but the more pressure you put on a date to go well, the more you'll end up questioning it afterwards. If you come in with zero expectations and all you are thinking is, I hope to pay attention to what I'm feeling on this date instead of performing, then anything beyond neutral is going to feel like a win. And if the date does feel like it went poorly, that's a great data point for what you don't want in a partner or what you don't want the energy to look like in your future dates. So keep these 3 things in mind next time you're planning on going on a first date. Setting an intention, regulating your body, and lowering the stakes can help to make you feel a little bit more grounded going into the date than you would have otherwise. That's it for part 5 of Why We Do What We Do When We Date. I hope that you have a good time on your next date, and I will see you next week for part 6.